So dropshipping EDI, there's usually two known ways of doing dropshipping EDI. One being, which is the majority of people, is direct to customer, or D2C, or however you want to look at it. Then there's also direct to store. Those two are both a part of dropshipping. Okay, so dropshipping basically means where you're taking from a supplier and you're sending it directly to the buyer. So that buyer is usually, in a dropship scenario, is usually going to your website, e-commerce site, whatever you want to look at it as. They're going there, they're ordering product, that product is then being shipped direct to their house. In 90% of the cases, 10% will have it direct shipped to the store if they offer a store location for pickup. So with that, when you're doing drop shipping, you got to think of it this way. A lot of the times there's customers that want to know where their product is. So they'll look up the tracking number, they'll know if it's been shipped, they'll know all those different things, whether they're going to the e-commerce site or they're going to the tracker or the carrier. They're doing it that way. They want to know where we're at in the process of getting that product. And we're in an instantaneous world, so a lot of people want it as soon as they ask for it. So in the dropshipping EDI, you have to understand that there's usually more documents that are involved because they're looking for more realistic now times. So we want to know, where's it at right now? What's it doing? What part of the process or the steps is it in? So you're going to have documents. If I go to a supply chain, you're going to have documents like the 850, which is your purchase order. You're then going to have usually a purchase order acknowledgement, which is an 855, which is acknowledging that that order has been accepted and here's what we can ship out. So if you think of it this way, so the order comes in, it then gets acknowledged, stating what can be shipped, what time it can be shipped, where it's going to, all of those type of things. The next piece of that, usually in most dropship scenarios, is going to be your 856. Your 856 is your advanced ship notice, which is then going to tell them what's been shipped, what's the tracking number, all of those things. As this data is being sent via EDI, it's usually populating information on a website or an e-com site or whatever it may be when it gets sent to the trading partner, so that you, as the consumer, have visibility to it. Okay? And the next thing that is done is you would have your invoice because the product has been delivered, and so on and so forth. You also might have, depending on what industry or who you're dealing with, there's going to be order statuses that are involved. There's going to also be, hey, we want to know what inventory is truly available. So they're going to have inventory documents or 846 documents or however you want to call them. Those are going to be involved because they want to know, the retailer wants to know, listen, if I'm going to list you on my site, I want to know every hour what you have available. Some are 24 hours, but most are less than 24 hours, where they want to know what's available instantaneously. So almost a direct link into your inventory as the supplier. Dropshipping happens in other industries also, but I'm primarily focused on retail, supply chain, that kind of stuff. So you have the 846. You also have an 832, which is a price catalog. So this is basically what can we display on our website to show what you have as a supplier available to our customers. Okay, so these are some common documents that you're going to see throughout the dropship world because guess what? It's a virtual world. It's on a website. It's no longer in a Sears catalog or a catalog that you get at home. You go to a website, you look on your phone, you go to a web browser, wherever you're going to be looking at it from, and it's instantaneous of being able to track that product from order to delivery. So that's why dropshipping EDI has usually more documents that are involved, and it's a little bit more intense, and it actually has a little bit more effort put into it because most facilities that were used to at one point shipping out pallets of goods, now they had to get used to shipping out individual cartons and labeling individual cartons, and doing all those things takes work. Well, if you have EDI in place, EDI can help facilitate, help alleviate some of those pain points by automating it and getting those things out of a manual process to being handled via automation and EDI.